Green Date. So this is Dane is a stainless steel company that was one of my customers when I worked in the stainless steel field. Anyway, it matched my shirt, so I'm wearing it because can't find my 1111 hat since our trip. That was a wild trip. Welcome to 1111 Tarot. I am Mama D. I am happy to be here with you, and we're going to be digging deep dive into NICOLA Bulley case. So everybody has a different level of understanding in each case they're in. Some know the basics, some know about everything there is to know about the case. And in this case, for those of you that aren't familiar with how detailed work we've gotten here at 1111, is our family, our 1111 family has been doing readings since the beginning that Nicola went missing. And Emma White became energy of interest to me. Okay. Now, legal disclaimer. Everything I say, every word that comes out of my mouth is my own opinion. You need to do your own research. There are no facts on the board. There are no facts that I'm speaking. I'm sharing my own personal opinion and extending my freedom of speech to share my thoughts, my visions, and higher influences, my oversoul, right? And my angels and guides. In that, it has led me without, regardless of what's being said out there on any video you watch, when we do a reading on NICOLA Bulley, Emma White has become front and center over time, like reading after reading after reading. And so our supporters, whether you're a subscriber or you're a member, have basically asked or requested that I do her husband Ed's reading. And I'm like, well, what is there to know about Ed? But I honestly feel it's important for us to follow through if we have that many empaths that are all saying the same thing. And thank you, Pammy. Oh my gosh, Pammy Zammy, or also Pam Zammo, has just gifted 10 free memberships, which is important, you guys. Be grateful, be thankful, because now you can get into the member section and maybe ask your own question if I missed your question in this reading. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the members chat, and for portions of the chat, we talk about the NICOLA Bulley case. We talk about the reading itself, and I ask you to ask a question. If you haven't had your question asked, or you didn't hear the question asked that you want to hear the answer to, or you just want to validate a question that's already been asked to see if we get the same answer, I do that often, feel free to join us. And with that, let me grab this little mouse and see who all was gifted that. Pammy, thank you. Oh my gosh, I love you to the moon and back. Thank you, my beautiful. 10. You guys, that is 10 memberships. Okay, here we go. Har Spike, welcome, welcome. Beverly Ward, Vicky Taggett. These are all new names to me except for Beverly Ward. Welcome back, my love. Angela 1126, I've heard of your name before. And Nana J, welcome. Karma Libra, welcome, welcome. AK, Far Q, I have never heard that name that I know of, but I love that name, Far Q. Ellen Rodriguez, welcome, welcome. Becky, and did I get everybody? If I missed somebody, I think I got everybody. I want to welcome you all as Starlights, and I thank you so much. So if you're not a member, make sure you still tune in to where we share the members chat, because you just never know. Tomorrow you might be a member and you'll be like, what's going on? But if you've been watching, it'll be like, oh, I got my chair at the table, my turn to talk, right? And you'll be able to chat with us. So make sure and jump over on that link that will be provided, like right in where my face is, at the end of this, so that you can carry on with the chat with us. And you guys, hello, Moya Hughes from North Wales. That's amazing. Nettie. Hello, Nettie. Nettie welcomes all the 1111 members. Linda Ball from the UK, Great Britain. Hello, hello. Duchess Genesis Albara. Well, hello, my lovelies. Muffin Top, you're doing such a great job. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So I'm not going to delay the reading because I want to have more time to dedicate to you as a chatter as well. And so for the replay, as well as us right now, we're going to dig into the reading. And then at the end of this reading, still in the same video, I will come up and you and I can chit chat a little bit. You can make some comments. We can talk about things, ideas for the next reading. You might have a different case that you think we should focus on. I think we need to really get your voice heard. So stick around for that. And then if you want to go to a deeper level and you do have a membership or you'd like a membership, we invite you. We love how big our family has grown. We're over 500 members. And honest to God, it feels like we only have 30. And it's not that people aren't chatting. We're getting those people. But it's that we've gotten to know everybody over a long period of time. And so you become somebody important to us. Your family becomes important to us. And we are family. So with that, I hope you enjoy this. This is going to be a reading, a tarot reading. Then we go into the chit chat. Then we jump over. And on the members, this is where it becomes a podcast for replay. We love the replay crew. You guys are amazing. Thank you humbly for that. And if you're in the member section, you can type your question. I will pull more cards for you on the NICOLA Bulley case. All right, so, just the word Ed comes to mind with a little before, just barely before my birth, the show, like Mr. Ed, the horse, right? And it's so weird because we're so focused on this farm. And I've had a vision which I invite you to go watch yesterday, at least the intro, so that you understand the vision I had, because I'm not going to keep repeating it, but it absolutely has me locked in that to me, personally, is what I was being shown happened to NICOLA. And that would have placed her, according to my vision, okay, just me, okay, I'm just sharing my thoughts here, that places her on an unexpected adventure at Emma White's farm. It's almost as if an animal's gotten loose. We're stuck in, like, I want to say mud, but it could be manure too. It is knee deep. I'm in muck boots and a green army jacket. I'm fighting and I can hear, like, I couldn't hear anything through the vision, but as I've replayed it in my head, I'm getting like Charlie Brown's teacher real far away, like, wah, 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 because I now remember that as I get pushed, and I'm talking about a slam, I don't know how to, I just fly back and I see my green coat and it's all in slow motion and I hit something very hard, very hard. And I'm hearing the breathing, like my blood pressure, and it all fades away. And that's the vision I had, basically. So with that, we did a reading on Emma. Y'all, there's something not right. In my personal opinion, I believe Emma may be the reason for it all. So we now are digging into Ed, the husband. I am speculating. I am using my own opinion. There's nothing real here that you should go to the police with because I'm just a tarot reader on YouTube. This is for entertainment purposes only. Just saying. But I'm about to dig into, what does Ed know? All right. So first of all, before we get into Ed, I want to know personally, how does Emma feel truly about Ed? Because I want to know also how she feels about Paul and how she feels about Nikki. Because in that, we'll understand more of why Ed may not know very much. Ed might be buying a lot of the bullshit, or is he in on it? So This is called my wandering deck. I haven't used it in eons. I don't know the real name of it, but you can get it at Amazon. I call it my wandering deck or my travel deck because it was one of my first tarot decks and I could easily pick it up and go. And I did a lot of understanding outside readings. And I just saw the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Confusion. So right off the bat, the full energy read is going to be there's a lot of confusion. There's somebody juggling. Okay, better yet. Thank you. I was corrected. There is somebody pulling strings around Ed that leaves him in a state of absolute confusion. And they may be overpowering him because what he sees, right, as somebody he can trust could be a lion in sheep's clothing. Oh, look at this. It's got him in his shadow side. When I say shadow side, you don't share that with other people. In other words, there's something eating at Ed, and it's whispering. Am I just weak? Or is the storyline weak? Something feels weird. Why is my wife always talking about Paul? Poor Paul. Poor Paul. I'm a pillar of strength for Paul. Star. And she seems to be front and center in the NICOLA case. She wants all this attention on herself as if she's so close with her. When I'm out of town a lot, but I don't know. Something's eating at me, telling me this ain't exactly the way shit went down. Knight of Pentacles. But I'm kind of stuck because I can't imagine something happening to NICOLA that would be related to Emma. He'll come through it. The Knight of Pentacles is the only one that finishes the race. And it's because slow and steady wins the race. He'll come too. But at this moment in time, he is absolutely stuck. He's being overpowered. He's in his shadow side. He sees his wife as a star right now. And he's like, what in the actual hell is going? I'm doing like the Vulcan move here. I don't know what that's about, but Star Trek. Wow. Maybe that's how that dude thinks, because it's very comfortable while I'm thinking this out. All right, so he's pondering this, and it's confusing. So I don't think he's aware of what exactly went down. Let's see how Emma feels about Ed. Ed and Emma. No energy on the table, but I felt it swipe left. I told you. I felt it. Look at all this. Oh, shit. The bed Fred. Okay. Wow. 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 Holy shnikes, Batman. Okay. You know when you're in a poker game and you just got like the best hand? Well, I just ask. Rein it back. Pull it down. Let's ground it. Ground it. That's about to be shocking. Remember the Summer Wells where we go into the Jody Sue kind of thing? And I'm like, holy shit. Right? I just had that moment. Buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to deep dive totally on Emma because I've been saying that I don't feel the children's sake that this is a true statement. Okay? But do I feel it could be a true statement towards Ed? And I do. I've said it now for quite a while that I feel like he was next. Like the Chad and Lori, well, Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow, I have felt like they killed they killed the spouses to be together. And I've had that concern. And I keep being like, Ed, run. run, Forrest, run moment. Like break off the cuffs and the chains and whatever's fucking holding you back and get the hell out of Dodge till you figure out what's going on. Okay? Because I feel like there was a game plan. Like it went bigger than it was supposed to much sooner. So how does Emma feel about Ed? I just heard eggs. Almost said eggs. I heard eggs. New beginnings. 5 of Cups. Regret. She's regretful about Ed. In some manner. Is she regretful because she married him? Is she regretful because he wasn't there? Well, I don't know, but she's very regretful about the relationship. King of Cups, because she's got some deep, deep feelings. King of Cups is in an ocean of emotion. And on the outside, they look calm and cool and collected like a cucumber. But on the inside, they're an ocean of emotion. And they have a deep, deep desire. This isn't just a queen. This isn't the one that witnesses. This is the one that feels it. And what do they feel? The one that knoweth that doesn't say it. The high priestess is your intuition. My intuition is, Ed, run. Like I keep seeing like Ed in a little business suit and he's got his briefcase and he's like posed and it's like, run. And you know, he's supposed to like run. Just saying. Why? Because that's the death card. That's a death rider. And it's with the high priestess. He's feeling something. Shadow side. And if you're watching and you've been having this feeling, get a motel somewhere out of state, man. Dude, really. Look at your cards. I don't even know what to say to you. I feel concerned for you. Like I said, just my opinion. Y'all don't turn it into like, oh my God, it's a fact. I'm just saying my cards have been letting me feel like Emma and Paul, Archad, and Lori Daybell Vallow bullshit. I'm not concerned for the children at all. I feel like they're not zombies for the apocalypse, but they've got the same spousal issues that it's just blowing my mind. Aw, Nettie. Thank you, my beautiful. Welcome, Astera Fire. That's a beautiful name. You can thank Nettie for that beautiful, beautiful membership. Yeah, we'll be asking some questions. You guys can, like I said, it's not that I need everybody to agree with me. I'm just here to provide the reading of my personal opinion. But that doesn't mean that everything I say is 100%. I'm just saying I got a pretty good track record. Okay. Claire Lewis Davies says, hi, everyone. Is everyone else experiencing the live stopping, having to refresh on my end? Is anybody else feeling that? Harspike feels that guy needs to run to the hills with his kids. I feel it. I do. I'm not gonna, if it wasn't there, I wouldn't share it. Y'all know me by now. Hey, Pamela Barger. I'm glad you got alive too. Linda Buckley. Pammy, you're so awesome, Nettie. Thank you. That's from Pammy. Moya Hughes. Yes, in the UK. UK here too. All right. So my connection's being busted up for some reason. Try refreshing, because if I refresh, we lose a live. Yes, mine has stopped altogether. What happened? Did we get stopped? Okay. Am I broadcasting? Let me see if I'm still live. Give me a 1. And I'm going to throw my energy and making this fixed. Now remember, we're getting into Mercury retrograde. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm saying, could we have a recap, Mama D? All right. So where we are right now, Moya wants a recap, and I feel too that's really good advice. So I can't recap that good because I don't remember the questions I asked, and they're very imperative to the answers. But Emma's energy towards, okay, let me back up. When we look at Ed's energy, he had the 7 of Cups on the bottom. He definitely has this overpowering intuitive feeling of the shadow self, right? The shadow side, the dark side of him that is like wondering, am I with a lion? Is somebody lying here? He's got suspicions, uneasiness. He's sensing something. Like his red flags are going up, whether he's really going to listen to him or not, or he's going to be like, that's silly. My wife would never do that. I don't know. But it's because of all the attention, right? The star card, Aquarius energy. And in that, he comes up. Well, I just knocked a ton of cards on the floor. Give me a minute. In that, he comes up as the Knight of Pentacles, which is no movement at all, hardly. Like just frozen, like what the fuck is going on kind of moment, right? But the Knight of Pentacles always wins the race because the slow pony actually is steady, consistent, and doesn't get distracted and just keeps going. Persistence. So let me just check what other cards went out, if any, because we have 2 little velociraptors. Oh boy. Hanged Man, face up. Watch your feet, little Mr. Jackson. Sorry, Mr. Jackson. I never meant to make you wake up. I'm silly. All right, you guys, gotta have humor in true crime, or you'll drown. You'll just absolutely drown. All right, Hanged Man. We're gonna get into these after I finish. So the Knight of Pentacles stuck as chalk. Now I asked about how does Emma feel about Paul, right? Our first card is that something in this relationship, if not the entire relationship, is a regret. 5 of Cups. So this is regretful. And Emma's got this King of Cups, like she ain't saying it, but she's got some buried emotions. And what does she feel for Paul, for Ed? She's got this High Priestess, the one that knoweth but don't sayeth, about death. And I'm saying, I have felt for a while now, like Paul and Emma may have some Chad and Lori Daybell shit going on. Okay, this deck, I knocked it as I was doing something. We've got karma. Okay, so this is a very karmic. Okay, what is karmic? It's an event where the pattern plays and plays and plays again until the choices are different. So it can get to be insanity. Because if you keep doing something the same way and you expect to change, you become insane. So there's a karmic pattern that's continued to loop and loop and loop and loop and loop. Five of Pentacles. Being left out. Abandoning. It's like almost like he's doomed to, she's focused on wanting to abandon. Tower. This is all about Ed, how Emma feels, right? The Tower. I'm telling you, Ed, if you're watching, go, dude, go. Look at this shit. Tower. The Tower is total destruction. That is absolutely nothing left, not even the foundation. You know, you could build this huge castle, but you might as well have built it out of sand on the beach because it's gone. Eight of Pentacles. Everything you worked for is gone. There's mastery here. There's like significant repetition. I've got the karma, which is the pattern of repetition. I've got the 8, which is the symbol of repetition. I've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is doing something repetitively so that you master it with the Tower. This is plan, plan, plan. And it's also Pentacle after Pentacle after Pentacle. King of Pentacle. I'm sorry, Knight of Pentacle. 5 of Pentacle. 8 of Pentacle. There's a lot of money here. So she does see him as a moneymaker, a asset. Two of Swords. There's a decision to be had about Ed. A decision. What is this decision about Ed? Holding back. It's holding on to something so tight, and it's money. In this case, it's greed. Look at that. Confusion. The decision is to hold back and allow confusion. And he's got that as his main card to me because it was on the bottom of the deck and now it's come out. And 7 of Cups is too many options to make sense. And so you literally can't figure this shit out. And what are you going to do? Test every cup and see which one's poison and which one's, melted jello, Kool-Aid? Don't drink the Kool-Aid, Ed. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Maybe don't even eat the food. Maybe move along your way. Knight of Wands. Swift action. There could be very swift action from Emma towards Ed. Knight of Wands is swift action. And it's when I say swift, it's here, it's gone. It's like overnight change. Ace of Swords, clarity. Well, I suspect Ed's going to have an epiphany moment that something ain't right. I don't know what's going to trigger him. Let's ask. What is this that... Okay, okay, sorry. I was just told that this is part of the original question to continue. 9 of Cups. The clarity is that there's a wish on the table. Somebody is going after what their wishes are. It's not 7 cups of confusion. It's 9 cups. They know what they want. Emma knows what she truly wants. She wants to walk the hell away. Right? 8 of Cups. To leave. That's her wish. And look what she's going to do. Now, I've been warning you, Ed, if you're watching, hon. I went from the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment for Emma towards you, with the 8 of Cups of walking away. But look at the betrayal here. 10 swords in your back. The same card that Nikki gets when I ask about how Emma feels about Nikki. Total, absolute betrayal. 10 swords in the back when you weren't looking. And why? Because Emma feels that is just. That is justice to her. Somehow she feels you betrayed her. Maybe you weren't faithful to her. I don't know. I could care less. I'm letting you know what she sees as justice is this 10 swords in the back. And then I'm back to Pentacles and take what's mine. Take what's mine. Oop. There's that hanged man energy. About to give everybody a new perspective. If I were you, Ed, I would be like, see you later, Lori. Or I'm sorry, Emma. Let's take a different deck. Now, you saw the cards that came out for Ed. Let's see what cards come out for Paul. See how Emma feels about Paul. How does Emma feel about Paul, please? Show me Paul's energy in Emma and how she feels. That sounded weird. Hold on. Remember I told you about that King of Cup, how Emma felt? There's the cup. It's the Knight of Cup. The knight, the shining knight in armor. Like the knight of all knights. Like regal and defined and bona fide. Right? Intrigue and mystery and deep emotions. That's how she feels about Paul. How interesting. What is she, a black widow? I'm just saying, 10 swords, total betrayal. Wouldn't that be something if Paul didn't realize that Emma did it? I'm just offering it up. 10 swords, total betrayal. But not of Paul. Of the victim, the Empress, NICOLA. That's how Emma feels about Paul's energy. Is that he betrayed his own Empress. 10 swords in the back. Overkill. Page of Pentacle. She feels like a new offer to Paul. Hey, Paul, I've got something new here. Oh, and you know what? I'll help defend you. I know you feel defensive. 7 of Wands. Of course you do. Of course you feel defensive because so many people are pointing at you. And it's just, that shit's out of balance, right? I can help you juggle all that work. King of Swords. I'm getting Libra energy. I don't know why. No, this isn't my card. Oh. There's law. There's legality. There's something. It's like divorce. Even though they're not married. There's some, well, maybe it's Emma getting a divorce. Because look here. 3 of Swords. 3 energies locked in a love triangle. And in this case, it was 4. 3 now. That'd be interesting because, you know, that 2 of Swords brings it down to 2. Just saying. So, how she feels. All right, I just heard Ed must do something legal. Because that's who's about to get his heart broke. Or stopped. Something's going down there. Yeah, Ed does something with the legal system, perhaps. All right. Does Emma love Paul? 3 of Cups, celebration, too many energies. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 33. Feels divinely guided. Look. She don't want to be alone, though, see? This alone, independent energy, wealthy and all on her own. She has what she needs. But she's locked in her own brain in her own mental imprisonment. Swords of words not spoken, saying things again and again in her head. Show me how you feel about yourself now. 6 of Pentacles. You get what you give. You got to take what you need. That's what I heard. Even though it's a 50-50 card, it was a feeling of she wants to be the star. She wants the one with the acclamade. She wants to be the one that gets attention. That's how she feels about herself. The star. And getting what she deserves. Is this true? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Airmail. This one's coming by Subway. 5 of Cups. Regret. Major regret in her life. She has regret about her life and about the path she took. I don't think she has regret about the death. I think she has regret on the choices she made regarding men. Is that true? Ace of Pentacles. Yep. All aces are yeses. I want to know what Ed knows about the death of Nicola. We're going to clear the board, get energy of Emma off the board. Which deck is this? Hey, I think I mixed these 2 decks. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's take this little deck here. Is everything in the upright? Just making sure. I want to use this deck, so we're going to... This is how I shuffle my cards. I just make a mess out of them, honestly. Wherever the cards fit. I want to use this deck. So I need to understand, please, Archangel Gabrielle, please show me what Ed knows regarding the death of NICOLA Bulley. What does Ed know? Thank you. The Fool. A new beginning. Somebody packing light. Something spontaneous. The Fool jumps off a cliff, so he might feel like Nicola fell, slipped. He might really believe that. Ah, Lee McKenna. Welcome to Starlights again for the 7th month in a row. Thank you, my beautiful. 7 months. I love you, my darling. Let's understand this. What else does he know about the death of NICOLA Bulley? He knows that Paul, the King of Cups here, was suffering something financially. We have burdens here, problems, and that the marriage was on the rocks. Or not a marriage, but, a relationship was on its rocks. He knows that Paul, because, face it, who do you think that really is? And we already know Paul is the King of Cups in this reading. Or if nothing else, the Knight of Cups. And then the Ten of Wands, major, major burdens. And that he gets a new beginning. Does Ed feel like that's what Paul wanted, was a new beginning? 4 of Pentacles, holding back, greedy, money. He feels that Paul is holding on to financial money. Does Ed feel that Paul may be the reason that Nicola is dead? 8 of Swords, mental imprisonment about that. Because 6 of Wands, not victorious in some way. Or a hidden secret victory. He might feel like Paul is acting like he's overwhelmed and in tears, but secretly he sees Paul as celebrating a victory. Okay. Let me understand what Ed knows about Nicola's death itself. Was Ed present? I have Nikki's energy. The Empress popped out. Nikki, through Archangel Gabrielle, show me the answers. Was Ed present when Nikki was murdered? Page of Pentacle. And the Knight of Pentacle. No, there was someone younger. and they were with his wife, or... See, this Nine of Pentacles makes me feel it could be Emma's energy just because she acts single. There's a page. Show me this page. There could have been a kid at home. Seven of Cups. There's some confusion about this person. This page is someone new, or it's someone young. Show me this page with this Nine of Pentacles. Who is this page as energy, please? Tower. That's rightly concerning. How is this page connected to the Tower of Nikki, our Empress? Who is this page? Who is this page? Show me this page, please. I need to understand this page, and how are they connected with the Tower? Six of Pentacles, paid. Contractual. And the Velociraptor ate this card almost. Six of Pentacles. Is Emma pregnant? I'm asking for you, Gypsy. I hope to God not. If she is, she's pregnant with the devil? No, I'm joking. That was a bad joke. I'm just saying, this is so damn toxic. So when you ask if she's pregnant, I'm going to go back and say what I always say. Gabby Petito was not pregnant with an infant. Gabby Petito was pregnant with a worldwide energy of DV awareness. Okay, that's pregnant as well. What is Emma pregnant with? She's pregnant with toxic shit. Truth train coming through. You're right, Pammy. Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, fight to the death over power. This is also Pisces energy with the Queen of Wands. I also see Aries energy and a fight to the death between the two. So, known for a long time. Let me see Ed. What does Ed know about Emma and Paul? What does Ed know about Emma and Paul? That hit me in the face. So it's right under his nose. Holy smokes! Think he knows about it. I do. He's got the Judgment card and the Self-Cup of Love. He most likely knows everything about them two. That's crazy. Does he know the truth about Nikki's death? Did he know about the truth about Nikki's death? The Chariot. Well, that's a yes. But it could be that he found out later, because we've got the Light and the Dark Pony. And they may have chalked it up to an accident. Who knows? He may not know the exact truth. But the Chariot is also a vehicle of movement. They're running through water. So to me, that is the canoe. And we know there was 2 canoes floating near the area when Curtis was filming. So let me see this. Was Nikki taken by canoe? Was Nikki drugged in the water after her death by a canoe? King of Wands and the 4 Swords laid her to rest. I told you that Queen of Wands. Look at this. That Queen of Wands. There you go. There's Miss Emma, Queen of Wands. Right? With that love for Paul. Judgment. Angels judging her. My nose is itching. Here's Paul. Right? King of Wands with the 4 of Swords laid her to rest. I think Emma and Paul drug that canoe out. I think they tied Nikki to it. And I think they moved her at the right time into location from Emma's farm. I really do. Okay. So what I just said with my theory is what I was going to ask. Is my theory close to right? Is it possible that Nikki responded to a planned accident where cows got out, horse got out, something? Nikki goes to help, slams on her little slushy boots and that green coat, goes out and I'm seeing the barn right here. I'm seeing this as a very small pen, and it's down and the animal's gone, whatever it is. I told you the vision. 10 swords. Total betrayal. Communication issues. Get a new perspective of this karmic pattern on this wheel of life that keeps going around and around and around and around. This is swift action taken by the King of Pentacles. So he is about to take some action. Ed will be taking action. It is communication to this Emperor, which to me looks like Paul. Fire sign. But it could be cops too. The Emperor can be ABC, FBI, TBI, whatever you have in that area. You know, it's power, it's authority. Show me this. Look at that eagle. I think it's law. Could be government. So I do feel like Ed, King of Pentacle dude here, is going to be communicating directly to law in some manner. I have the sun, clarity. So he might be the witness that keeps coming up. And let's see what we get. Yeah, there's some shit out of balance and he knows it. He knows it. And he can't hold on to it. He can't bite his tongue any longer. He has got to put something down. And why I say speak is because of this whole communication with the Eight of Wands to that legal beagle there with the eagle, right? And Ed is the King of Pentacles. So he knows shit's wrong. He's in his shadow side working some shit out. He's trying to work with somebody because he wants to walk away. Holy shit. Holy shit. He wants to walk away. These are in reverse from the true love and the lover situation. 8 of Cups. Everything else is in reverse. He is effing done. Now I know why you wanted me to do the read. Let's get some blessings on this. I think he's talking. She may not know it, but I think he's talking. He's going lone wolf. And he's talking. He's talking about his instinct. He's following intuition. He's on it. He's coming out of the mountains and he's talking. Here we go. He's been on that island of solitude thinking this out, trying to figure it out. He needs a new beginning because he feels something ain't right here. Something is not right. He needs that dawn of a new beginning. What's he doing? He got grounded. He's like, get real. This shit ain't making sense, Emma. Get grounded. Let's talk about where you really were when this shit went down. Something isn't clicking for him. Yeah. Desert Vision Quest. He's been on a dry little, I think he's been with a narcissist so long that he's questioned his own sanity. That's just my feeling, though. Let's get some angel blessings, and then I'm going to come up to top side. I can't wait to talk to you. I really, really need some time to chit-chat with you. We're almost out of time because we have another video, another live video next. Hold on just a minute. I'm feeling energy. Surrender and release. He is about to just give it up. I believe Ed's going to give up what he knows. I really do. I believe he's going to speak his truth. I believe he's going to talk to the authority. And I believe that is because he's following divine guidance. And he can feel the energy. You know, he's part of the collective. Whether you want to be or not, you are. And if he's listening, he's following divine guidance. Let's see here. Soulmate. And to him, soulmate, right? Soulmate. He may have a little heartbreak. He may have a little heartbreak. Is this true? I love it. Archangel Michael, protector of children, is here. That says it all to me. That says it all. So we shall wait to find out. It is in divine timing, but it's also divinely guided. It's Archangel Michael, right? A protector. We have the soulmate, and it's like the two soulmates being turned in. Okay. Surrender and release. I hope this comes to fruition as soon as possible so that we can get Nikki some justice. I know that this kind of like inspection into the actual investigation is quite serious. All right. If this is where you leave me, I appreciate and thank you humbly for everything you do to support the channel. Whether you're a replay crew, which you're important to, or you just hit the like button to show that you love me, right? It all matters. It matters a lot. Now I'm going to head over and I will see you hopefully on the next time we get together. And then, how is everybody? I'm coming over on top side. Sassy, hello. Truth is being spilled. I mean, these are some shocking readings. Hi, Pammy. Muffin Top, welcome, 1111 family. Thank you all for being here to support Mama D and her channel. Your support is greatly appreciated, says Muffin Top. Thank you, Muffin. Thank you. Buttercup, I need to rewatch this. I agree. I do too. Yes, I feel Jill Kendall says he is being guided. According to my reading, absolutely. Aw, Marie says pain took me out for about 2 hours. Well, sending every one of you love and healing for all your ailments from your entire 1111 family. I'm just focusing all of our energy to you with unconditional love in hopes that you feel a lot better tomorrow. Just believe it. No, you're going to feel better tomorrow. And Pammy, you get all negative results. You are just as healthy as a horse. That's what's coming. Get the P-O-P-O-E admin. Lee, you're so funny. Oh my goodness. Donna Bayhurst says, I hope he talks before they find out. I do too. I pray he does too, Sammy. Or I called you Sammy. Pammy. That's weird I said Sammy. It took me right to the Kylie Rodney case where she's in the trunk. I agree, Moya. I hope he doesn't tell Emma anything. I hope he goes to the police. It was an amazing read. I mean, to me, it looks like he literally knows or has put it together, if you will, what went down in a basic way. I don't think he knows exactly like how it happened, but he's got that inkling, that shadow side eating at him going, something ain't right here. This isn't fitting. A Steerfire says, curiosity. Do you find there are more toxic traits among certain signs, i.e. Aries? Yes and no. Generally, it depends on the person, the individual, and how much they have fed the toxicity side, the narcissistic side, versus how much they have fed the empath side. That's the general. But I have found that a lot of the times, depending on your thumbprint in the universe, there can be an opposing force of signs. So let's say for me personally, and this doesn't mean all Gemini, this means me, I find air signs are someone I gel with, like myself, because we're all chatters, we get along well. But then I'm very attracted to a fire sign, but it's not always the healthiest relationship for me. I'll just give you that. That's just my answer. But each person is different, so I can't say that to be true. Aw, Angie Boyd says, Mama D, wish I could push that like button more than one time. Aw, thank you. You guys are amazing. All right, you guys. Are you ready to get your questions answered? Do you have questions that I didn't ask? Because if you do, in 7 minutes, I did that like on TV. I'm being silly. I have to be me too. And I will not take on the negative energy of all these cases and let go of my bright side, because I am also here to make sure that I spread and inspire beautiful energy. So with that, if you have questions, my lovelies, jump over in about 7 minutes on that little thumbnail. It's going to take you to our members. Now, you might not be able to comment. Don't worry about it. It's more like a podcast. All right. Pay attention. Put your energy in that members group, because you can influence and somebody's going to ask your question more than likely. Just saying. And if they don't ask your question and you're like, I want to be a member, there is a link. Just hit that description and link. I love you guys. I love you. Okay, Jill Kindle says fire signs don't work for me. I'm a water sign. All right. And everybody's different. Yeah, the best energy is love and light, and mean it. Mean that. Spread that love around. That's what it's for. Smash that like button on your way out, says my beautiful muffin top. My amazing 1111 members, my beautiful starlights. I will meet you over now in 5 minutes. I got to get the board set up and get the cards organized. I will see you in a minute. I love you all. To the moon and back. Justice for NICOLA Bulley. And that I say in all seriousness. Thank you, beautifuls.